Morning guys. So this is the third video on Avalon Adventures, and as you can see it's taken from exactly the same place as I took the last one, because the light in the mornings is fantastic and it's just so peaceful up here. I'm away from everything, and as I promised, I will be talking about Odin, or who is Odin to me. So Odin, Woden, Wotan, is associated with the Vikings. Odin with the Vikings, Woden with the Saxons and the Angles and the Germanic tribes of Europe, hence where we get Wednesday, Woden's Day. He's also known as Grim, the Thunderer, the Conqueror, the Destroyer, the Wise One, the God of Poetry, the God of War, and the Father of all. Many names for a man who's been many lives. He was the Wanderer, troubled and broken. That is the God that made sense to me when I lost everything and was completely broken. It was Odin who appeared to me, the one-eyed God. And several times I ignored him, and bit by bit he comes. He is there to guide me. He is the voice in my ear. This isn't a soft, gentle voice. This is a harsh, truth-telling God. And he speaks to me in my language, abruptly, sharply, and tells me as it is. The Viking or Norse or Germanic or Celtic path, whatever you want to call it, because the Celtic we associate with Britain and Europe, but they started in Holstein, Germany, on the borders of Denmark. And the goddess was Danu, hence the Tuatha De Danann, the Irish fairy kind. And the river Danube, so it travelled right across the Balkans down north into Scandinavia and became the Scandinavian or Norse path. But the knotwork, the tree of life, is all the same in both. So when I say I'm a Norse and Celtic shaman, both blood flow in my veins, and I'm honoured to live in these English lands. But Odin lives here as well, and he was brought here the last time back by the Vikings. The Saxons brought him after the Romans left Britain, but that's what we call the Dark Ages, when nothing is known, and from when they are turned up with Hengist and Horsa, who was supposed to be the direct bloodline of Odin, to when the Christians came here and returned here after the Romans left. The history of that time is gone, forgotten, but the gods still live in our days of the week. Moon Day, Tyr's Day, Woden's Day, Thor's Day, and Freya's Day today. Odin found me. He will find all men and women when they are their most broken. He comes to you. He comes to you with strength and drags you by the scruff of your neck, back to your feet, brushes you off, and says, get on with it. There is a Viking saying, it is better to be a thief than a beggar. A thief takes control of his destiny and is willing to pay the price for his actions. A beggar puts his hand and the responsibility for his life in others' hands. I know which one I'd rather be, but walking a spiritual path, that is hard because there's a conflict, but we must take responsibility for our own lives and our own actions. And when people help us out, there's always a thing called a weirgeld, a blood price. There's no such thing as a free lunch. You are always obligated, whether that's obligation is to live a better life, to walk the land in service as I do, for my runic medicine healing my knees, because my knees were shot, now they're not, and whether that's healed by my intention, healed through placebo, or healed through the magic of my ancestors. It worked, and that's all that matters. So I honour Odin in everything I do. And there's a symbol of him. You can't really see it very clearly, but he's with me there. And the goddess Freya is there too. For those of the two of them, Odin guided me to the runes. It is Freya who gifted Odin the runes in the first place. And the runes are the language that I speak directly to the gods, to the land, and to my ancestors with. And I don't ask the runes many questions myself. Many come to readings and for guidance from me using the runes, and that is my job, to be in service of others, to be the high one who's slightly closer to the gods, to help those who need trouble by directly speaking to the gods and interpreting the runes on their behalf. But myself, I'm more likely to go in vision, to cast the runes, to show me what Odin wants me to experience in the dream time, in the realm between worlds. And Glastonbury is the perfect place for that, because this is where the veil is thinnest. So if you ask me who is Odin, he is part of me. He is the voice that calls me in the dark and leads me back to the light. He is the wise counsel. He is the strength. He is the All-Father. He has two ravens on his shoulders, Hugin and Munin, thought and memory. He worries that thought will not return, but he's terrified that memory has gone forever. For that is all we are, a collection of memories, and that is Alzheimer's. So they worried of those same things before. Odin's last wife is a goddess called Saga, who tells him the story of his life, the stories of his people. And that is what I become as I get older. I'm the keeper of the stories, the keeper of the tales. And that is our role as ancients, I suppose the word is now. I'm 62, not quite ancient, but my body's beginning to creak and ache. But my role in society is to be the wisdom keeper, to remember the stories and tell those who I come across that it may help them in their lives. And that is Odin. And in my life, I work in service of Odin. I try to be his word. I try to be his stories. I try to be his energy, the All-Father, the Father you can sit by who will tell you the truth. Harsh as it may be, you know you can always expect the truth from Odin. Thanks for listening, guys.